Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, what's good? It's your boy Tay. This is the Influence Channel. Today I wanted to talk about um, the struggles that I've had since becoming a stay-at-home dad. Now, the first one is identity. Identity has been a struggle because you realize that the person you used to be, you don't feel like that anymore, right? And even with the whole, gender roles and things like that, that starts to play with you as well, where you feel like, I know me personally, I've told my wife numerous times, I don't feel like a man. That's just the reality of it. Now, what I have been praying about is asking God to um, show me what biblical manhood is, and to not let me define it based off of what the world says a man is, and more so what the scriptures say a man is. And so since I lost my job, since they lost the contract, it's been an up and down time, and identity has been rough. You realize, dang, like my life really is my wife and my kid. You know what I'm saying? Now for me at least, I need to do a better job of being more social, going out, doing my own thing. But you kind of wrestle with finding yourself again because you're home and you're with your family so much. And another thing, and that leads me into the next thing. Like I said, it's been up and down. The second struggle is faith, believing and trusting God that we're here for a reason, that this situation happened exactly how it happened for a reason. Now, God isn't going to tell us. Well, why did you put the ball in there? Why did you do that? Don't do that. It's not. It's not supposed to be in there. So, as I was saying, God isn't gonna tell us the reason. A lot of people. It makes me think about Job. Job asked God, and God basically said, "Bro, like you don't know much, like at all." You know what I'm saying? He questioned his intelligence. Like, all right, tell me how many stars is up there? Like, since you think you know more than me, you tell me the answer to these questions and stuff like that. And it kind of makes me think, like, yeah, I can't really question God. He's been doing this a long time. He's going to be doing it long after I'm gone as well. But one thing that has been consistent is God is good. God is faithful. God is a provider. And it still is a wrestle because you find yourself wanting to get out of a situation, but it's like God is keeping you in it. And then you keep asking, why, God? When am I getting out? And then some days you're high, you're full of faith, and you're trusting God. And then in some days you feel down in the dumps. Like every time I go on Indeed or I go on LinkedIn and I'm looking for a job, and then I apply and then I don't get nothing back, or I get rejected within 2 days. It starts playing with you, and it starts making you feel bad about yourself and about your situation. So faith is the second struggle, and the last struggle is service, serving your family, being there, and doing all of the things that you need to do at the crib for your spouse, for your child. Big ups to the stay at home moms, the stay at home moms and stuff like that. But it's a 24/7 job. It don't stop. It really don't. Cause even on the weekend, I'm still doing what I do on a normal Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So when your spouse is working and they clock out and they come home for the weekend, they treat it like it's their weekend. But that isn't the case for me. You know what I'm saying? So it gets hard because it's 24/7, and then you know you find yourself questioning, and I've questioned. I'm like, yo, God, like, when am I gonna, when am I gonna get served? I want to relax. I want to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, again, thinking back to what Christ said, right? With the in Ephesians, we're instructed to love our wife as Christ loved the church, right? And if I think about that, I know Jesus said, "I have not come to be served, but to serve." So if I'm following that, I can't be sitting here thinking about when is it gonna be my time. I want to chill. I want to do this or I want to do that, and it's like, nah, that's not the heart of Christ working in me. That's me being selfish. That's me thinking about my best interest and what I want to do. But all I can do is pray and ask God for the strength. And I'm not really the best guy. My wife would tell you I could get to complaining a lot, real easy. So I've added that on my prayer board. But it's difficult. It's difficult. But those are the three struggles that I have realized are things that come up pretty consistently for me. So y'all let me know your thoughts. Again, like I said, my three struggles as a stay-at-home dad. My three struggles as a stay-at-home dad is identity, faith, and service. Those are the three things I've noticed is a cycle. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down with your faith. Sometimes you'll serve and you'll do that, but once you doing it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days straight, and then it's like, all right, I need a break. But you can't take a break because it's a 24/7 job. Thankfully my wife, she does things at home. It's not like I'm just by myself doing it, but sometimes it gets a little bit much because it's not just you doing what you got to do for your son. It's you're still a husband too. And then your wife is going to be calling on you to do things, and it gets overwhelming sometimes. And then you have like I said, identity, just trying to figure out who you are, trying to feel like you really him again, So that's what I got to say about that. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, peace and love, and I pray this video helps you and encourages you. You know what I'm saying?